Now, away from that, this afternoon, health officials at the Kwanta Government Hospital in the Western Regional Capital have been examining the one-year-old boy who was found by police after days in the hands of a woman who allegedly stole him. The suspected baby thief, Mausi, and her boyfriend are also being questioned. They are provisionally charged today with child theft and conspiracy to steal a child. We get details from this and others shortly when we connect with our correspondent in Natalia Kwanzaa, who's been on the beat for us. But first, the joy when the boy was returned.
How did he know that you felt this way? We never know if you felt this way. We never know that you felt this way.
My big breast,
Thank you.
So that is, like I said, the joy when the baby was returned finally to the parent yesterday. Certainly the boy clueless of what's happening around him. Well, here is police PRO in the Western Region, Olivia Adiku, detailing the operation of the police SWAT team, which led to the arrest of the suspects.
Very credible information that the suspect has been spotted somewhere around. So they had to make surveillance from 7 p.m. yesterday. Police made surveillance. Then around 12 a.m. they were able to get the lady. Initially, when they got there, she wasn't there, so they had to still wait. After some time, they had the baby crying in the room, so they had to force open. The lady came out, and initially she was denying that she had the baby. Through much interrogation, we found out that the baby was in the room together with the boyfriend. We were able to rescue the baby and reunite the baby with the family. The child has been sent to hospital because we need to have the child examined to find out maybe something was given to him or he had not been taking good care since he was missing. So the suspect by name Mausi Rose, she's aged 42 years and a seamstress. Their boyfriend is Lawson Lati, also 43 years and a mason. They are currently in our custody behind investigation.
Olivia Adiku there, she speaks for the Takoradi police. In Natalia Kwanzaa has been on this beat for us, of course, all the time. She does a great job with it. Ina, first tell us about the medical examination that was conducted on the boy.
Yes, Gifty. We have to correct this. The medical examination was done at the European hospital. According to the examination, the boy is okay. There is nothing wrong with him. He's fit, just as the woman took him from the mother about 5 days ago.
Well, that's good then. The police investigators have been interrogating the suspects today. Do we know anything that has come up so far?
Well, we know that these people would be charged with child stealing and then conspiracy. The conspiracy has to do with a boyfriend in question. And so for now, this is what we know. But I'm told that tomorrow they would give the media details as to how far they've gone with the interrogation.
And do we know specifically, does the police explain how the boyfriend is linked to the theft, the incident?
Okay, Gipsy, so from the police, when they got to the house around 10 p.m., that was yesterday, it was this boyfriend who received them first before they were able to arrest this Mausi woman in question. Then later on, when Mausi said the boy is in the same room, they arrested her. They went back, and then this boyfriend told them that the boy in the room is his boy, is his son. and is no one else's son. So that is where he comes in, because the boy does not belong to him. That is not his son. So he claimed the paternal rights of the boy when the police got there. So the police pushed further and asked him that he should open the door for them to go and see his supposed son, only for them to get inside and see baby Mousy over there.
Interesting. Ina, thank you very much for your time on this story, and hopefully we'll be coming to you for further development as and when they do happen. But let's also speak to a child rights advocate, Bright Appiah, who joins me on the line as well. Mr. Appiah, thank you very much for your time this afternoon. I'm sure you followed this particular story. What lessons are there to be learned?
Well, there's a lot of lessons that parents must learn, and how to provide some kind of protective system for their children. And then society must also learn from it in terms of its engagement and the need to be very cautious or be very alert when children are in a particular environment. So it's a policing activity that all of us do, so that we protect the welfare of children. And we must say that the police did very well on this occasion. So the momentum that they gathered to do this, we expect that they will use him to rescue the other children. We believe that they are still alive, so the police must gather the same effort to be able to look for them.
And finally, I just want to find out from you, you've spoken about how people can learn lessons from what has just happened. This boy, he's just one. He obviously doesn't even understand what is happening around him, but it certainly will have a telling on him. What kind of attention will he need going forward?
Well, for the child, it's only 1 year, so in terms of the psychological effect, the impact will not be so much felt. But the environment in which he is going to live is what we need to protect, especially the parent of this particular child. We need to take them to a lot of psychological counseling for them to understand and appreciate the thing that happened and how they can avoid it in the future. And then also try as much as possible to provide some kind of motivational activities for the child to be able to be okay. But the most important thing is that the environment must be conducive for the parents, so that they don't get frightened by some of these events that happen.
And on the part of authorities, what can they do? Would you say that the police, the police has been able to help get the boy back, so that's it?
Yeah, well, for the police, in my opinion, they've done very well on this case. And again, we will need the same effort in either rescuing other children or preventing society from taking advantage of children. So it is important that they have what they've done. They've done their part. But what we also expect is that some of these activities is a collective. It should be a teamwork where you would also have a social welfare officer on board, you have a clinical psychologist on board, you have a medical doctors on board, so that if they detect of anything, they can go to the rescue of the parents, and so that they can provide them with the needed support to deal with this particular issue. So we expect some of these things to happen. Even though the police went in to do their work, we expect that the referral system was very effective, so that people will recognize the kind of work that they have to do in respect to this particular case.
Mr. Appiah, thank you so much for your time this afternoon. He's Executive Director for Child Right International, also a child right advocate. Bright Appiah there. Happy ending. The boy has been found. This is still The Pulse with me, Gifty and Appiah.